Good evening from Taipei, Taiwan. Over the last few years post-pandemic, I've heard about a new boutique airline based here, Starlux, and how amazing this airline is, even being a major airline sponsor for the LA Clippers and LA Dodgers. I've seen a couple videos about their outstanding business and first class, setting the bar higher for premium seating across Asia. So if they're so good in business class, they gotta be good at economy class, right? Well, today I'm here to try that out on my trip to Los Angeles. I've been in Taipei for the last 11 hours or so, in between flights, just so I can check out the sights and city. It was alright, but I'd like to come back and see some more. Check-in for the evening US-bound flights is at Terminal 2, and already the staff has been very courteous, although carry-on baggage is limited to 7 kilos, which is a bit unnecessary for the A350. I normally don't have an issue with this, but my stupid laptop weighs too much. Anyways, they were nice enough to put me in the exit row. After walking around 29-degree plus pollution Taipei all day, I'm in desperate need for a shower, and I'll show you how to save $52 US on not wasting it on a lounge. Plus, the Plaza Premium Lounge kitchen was closing up soon. Taipei's Taoyuan Airport's website says that they have showers available, but I couldn't find them in the places that they said they'd be in. Determined to find it, I walked over to Terminal 1. Luckily, this is where my flight was leaving today. And here it is, in this hallway where the other lounges are located. It's actually in a decommissioned Plaza Premium Lounge. This shower is free to use and has soap and shampoo available. Just bring your own towel. Or you can purchase one from the actual Plaza Premium Lounge next door. Now that's a million times better, and a must after a long day and before a Trans-Pacific flight. Anyways, Terminal 1's waiting areas haven't changed much. I still remember this when I was here in 2000 as a kid. This waiting area has some IKEA furniture to make this place look half decent and barely has any power outlets. The windows had terrible condensation on them, but I got some shots of the 8-month-old brand new A350-900 taking me the 12-hour Trans-Pacific hop over to LA. Also, why do all the airlines that are based here have these terrible departure times in North America? They take off past 11 p.m. and typically land later in the evening in North America. Coming back to Taiwan, they leave early in the morning. This timing sucks, by the way, and they've been doing it for years. But anyways, boarding was done 30 minutes prior to departure time. We actually ended up leaving 30 minutes late due to some wheelchair passengers requiring some extra time. Maybe if there was a bit more time given, which there easily could have been, we'd leave on time. Well, enough complaining for now. This brand new A350 has 4 seats in first class, 26 in business, 36 in premium economy, and 240 in regular economy. My lucky exit row seat tonight is 51A, with a handful of goodies waiting, which I'll get into in a bit. Even with the exit row seat, you don't lose out on a window, although you lose out on basic storage. On the right armrest, you'll find controls for the overhead light, flight attendant call switch, seat recline, and headphone jack, along with USB-A and universal power outlet in between each seat. The armrest houses that 4K IFE screen and the tray table, which I'll get into during the flight. The amenities that were waiting at each seat was a bottle of water, slippers, and a mini kit, headphones, and the usual pillow and blanket. The amenities were waiting at every seat was for all economy passengers, which was amazing. Last but not least, there's a literature bin for the exit row, and the windows can be controlled with a dimming slider, just like the 787 Dreamliner. As mentioned earlier, due to the late start of boarding, we pushed off the gate 30 minutes past departure time. I'm surprised with Starlux, as they seemingly came out of nowhere in a post-pandemic era. Show off all these brand new aircrafts and equipment, not to mention all these notable advertisements and sponsorships. But yet, on the surface, seem financially stable and feasible. But anyways, let's start the Trans-Pacific hop over to Los Angeles. Starlux is actually the first airline to have tinting windows on the A350, but most of this flight will be in the dark, not to mention the flight crew kept the window tinting locked throughout the whole flight. That won't matter because there's a brand new flashy 4K IFE screen. Wow, this is so crisp, clean, and responsive, not to mention that I love all the space themes that Starlux has. In terms of entertainment offerings, it has all the brand new releases that you might expect, but maybe not as brand new as compared to some of the North American carriers. The TV offerings were decent, along with the music selection, which I found that was hilarious that Utopia was on there. Yes, it's the censored version, but if you feel like getting dummy lit and starting a rager on your flight, you can also connect your own Bluetooth headphones. As mentioned earlier, the tray table and the exit row were nice and sturdy, even including a tablet holder. The regular seats also had this too, but it doubles as another storage space, another upside to taking a regular economy seat. We didn't have to wait too long before dinner was served. This had a bun, diced fruit, papaya and shrimp salad, bulgogi beef over rice as the main, not forgetting a Kit Kat for dessert. This came with metal cutlery, a moist towelette, and a proper dental pick. This had to be one of the best tasting economy meals I had all trip, and this was amazing. The mini kit has all the basics you'll need: earplugs, eye mask, socks, and a dental kit. All the pure essentials, which is great for economy. Some airlines hand out the exact same items in business class. This really speaks volume for how much Starlux is offering here. The lavatory was clean, neat, and stylish. Not to mention the flight attendants were cleaning it very often. This had nice touches like a fake plant, hand cream, and facial mist. May I remind you yet again that this is all in economy class. There were also some snacks in the galley. I got some rice crackers and a little Snickers. We were a solid 8 hours into the flight, and this was the biggest downside. The Wi-Fi wasn't even working during the entire flight, which even led to the flight map not working, so we didn't even know where we were. Not to mention the 45-year-old passenger behind me kept on kicking my seat like a 4-year-old. Even for landing at 8 p.m. in LA, we were still served breakfast, which was an egg omelet, sausage, yogurt, and another round of diced fruit, along with an actual fresh croissant. The omelet was alright, but the croissant was warm and flaky. By the time the flight attendants unlocked the window, we missed the sunset, but hey, at least I got some half decent views arriving into LA. So, does Starlux have the best economy class in Asia? Certainly yes, from the service, food, and amenities alone. Plus the addition of how new everything is, It really puts them above the rest of the competing market like EVA Air and Singapore Airlines, for example. The seat, however, I still gotta give that to Thai Airways because of the width. My downsides to all this were super nitpicky and can be easily fixed, like boarding times, broken Wi-Fi on a brand new plane, and shitty passengers. Well, you can't really fix the last one. Although the flight attendants were extremely friendly and very helpful. In the future, I'll gladly fly with Starlux again. Not to mention they have some really good competitive fares round trip from LA to Taipei for just under $1,000 American. But thanks again for watching another video on a new airline that's shaking up the Asia Pacific market. And if you found this video interesting, feel free to drop a like and subscribe. Stay tuned as I have one of the most interesting videos I've ever made coming up soon. Thanks again.